So Gemini, your week beginning the 3rd of November does see a switch of focus this week. Not completely, because right at the start of the week, the energy which has been manifesting of late has been very much to do with the tangible part of life, as long as you've been able to tune into it in a more instinctive way. So Mars has been in your 6th house, boosting stamina, attention to detail, giving you an appetite for hard work. It's linked to Saturn, helping you to solidify your efforts professionally or worldly connections wise. Jupiter, the planet of fortune, in the part of your chart to do with everyday money. So some kind of prize may have started to manifest itself towards the end of last week. But if it didn't, you can find with Mars moving on Tuesday that you want to go on the front foot, be much more combative about getting what you want from situations, particularly if you need to be competitive. So if you work in a fast moving arena and you need to test your mettle against others, you're going to be determined to do it right through to the middle of December. But Mars also goes face to face with Uranus, which has been in your zodiac sign since the 7th of July. It's going to invert out of Gemini later this week and back into your 12th house, where it will be through to the 26th of April. If there are any outstanding legacy issues, particularly in terms of your spiritual situation or your past experiences that are not quite worked out, they could show up in that time. But immediately the clash, whilst Uranus is still in your sign with Mars, could make you very outspoken if you don't feel that you're gaining the recognition and people are giving you the credit or the merit that you really deserve. So you could use Mars to assert your boundaries very, very firmly in the early part of this week. But because the full moon occurs in a very psychological area, the sun in a very practical area, if you do work somewhere where the vibes are not so good, perhaps in terms of the atmosphere, it may not be a place that you feel you can completely be yourself. With Venus the relator coming out of a fine part of your chart, which is very much to do with using your personality power to the max, you may have to, in some ways, work a little bit more subtly to deal with the politics of that situation. So as much as Mars can give you that fire, that thrust, as he arrives in Sagittarius, which incidentally, if you are looking to be more interactive around your love or social situations, is a great opportunity. But Venus replaces Mars, and if you're not feeling it quite at work, you could let someone know in that very direct way, but it may mean that that pushes the situation to a crisis point. And sometimes in life, a little bit of a strategic approach can actually be a very good thing, and I would say that's what Venus encourages. But it does clash with Pluto in a part of your situation which is to do with higher truths. Now Pluto can be about what we can't necessarily see, so the way machinations are used out of sight. But for you, I feel that that square with Venus could make you a bit resentful if you feel you're having to work even harder around people that you don't feel that comfortable with. But there are undoubtedly some sub-strands in the mix this week you just need to be mindful of. So there is some more psychological draining energy there, some much more exciting go for it energy as well, and it's just being very attuned to what's going on in your particular situation. Because if you are feeling quite good with where you work, some kind of breakthrough can definitely be showing up, and you may find yourself pushed into the foreground in a way which can really give you a chance to shine. But Mars in the 7th house is definitely quite a robust location. So it's just handling the sensitivities of this week with another part of your nature that could be more immediately exasperated. But the big picture of Mars moving into your 7th house is definitely hopeful on the whole for the following 6 weeks. If you would like to have a one-to-one with me, please check out my testimonials below. I'm showing a few of the latest ones on screen now. Also, with year 2026 racing towards us, if you'd like to order your forecast for next year, totally unique to you, you can do so now. Get the rest of this year free, but also get 30% off together with my Life Roadmap report. That will give you searing insights to the patterns that have played out in your life so far, and an awareness of that together with your forecast will help you to plan your moves ahead really well. You also get your free Zodiac, Indian, Chinese and love written forecast for each zodiac sign for next year too as a free gift. Please see below for more.